But the last three punches were hard punches. Wow.
This is the night Manny Pacquiao face-planted a champion and left him bleeding on the canvas.
For the counter punch, but
around on his toes on the outside and not really fight.
yeah, man. Yeah, he don't want to be there. Yeah, he
doesn't do much of that.
For a lightweight world title.
It lies in his tenacity. Just to make the fight so grueling for Manny.
Yeah. Do just what he's doing now.
Right.
It was June 28th, 2008, at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. Pacquiao was moving up in weight to challenge for the WBC lightweight title, a division nobody was sure his speed and power would even translate to. David Diaz was the reigning champion, a gritty, durable fighter who'd won the bout by beating Pacquiao's old rival, Erik Morales. Almost immediately, everyone's doubts about Pacquiao at this new weight were answered.
Beating the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world today, Manny Pacquiao. Scheduled for 12, both fighters in white trunks, but I think you know the difference.
No part.
No. Crowd chanting, Manny, 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 as we expected. And Wally Doug and I were talking about the development of Manny Pacquiao over the years and what he was able to do against one of the great fighters, Juan Manuel Marquez. You saw him counter punching, you saw his defense, you saw him boxing, and the further development of Diaz.
You know, all that being said, though, Alan, I agree 100%, you know, that he did. People who saw that fight, 25 will tell you Marquez won.
It was a pretty
tough fight.
It was a split decision.
I thought it was a draw. I thought it was a draw just like the first fight.
Didn't we have it a draw, Wally?
I don't recall. I think I might have had Marquez a point ahead, but it may have seen his best days already.
We see walking into the ring carrying 147 pounds. It's a far cry from when he started as a 108-pounder.
A hard 12-round combat. A lot of wars.
It's a long 29 years, no doubt.
24 rounds with Juan Manuel Marquez. That first 12-rounder with Erik Morales. That's the kind of wear and tear that eventually takes it out of a fight.
You're absolutely right. So at some night, those bills come due. Now, whether it's tonight, I don't know. As the guy that can collect on that bill, I don't know. Right now, fast for him in this round.
Well, the crowd, if you'll listen, will react to anything Manny mean that the punches he's throwing land effectively. But he is showing superior speed in this round. And Diaz probably knew that coming.
He's faster than him. Everybody gets off first against Diaz in the first two rounds.
You're so right. I mean, it's not easy to beat David Diaz because every one of your fights, I don't care who you're fighting, he's going to battle back late when you're tired. He goes in knowing that.
He's just covering up now while Manny goes on the attack. Fun. Well, it's hard to figure a lot of times what's in the head of Manny Pacquiao.
Round one, and every doubt about Pacquiao's power at this new weight was already looking foolish.
And you heard Freddie, don't get in there and go toe-to-toe, get in and out, in and out. Land your combinations to get out.
Well, he also doesn't want Manny to allow David Diaz to rough him up, but he may not have a choice.
Exactly.
You know, David Diaz is an absolutely artless fighter. I don't think there's any, you know, so was Rocky Marciano.
Physically, I didn't think Manny overpowered the guy he was in against.
Right.
With the shoulders and the body.
He's not fighting a natural featherweight. He's fighting definitely a natural, but that weight differential may not show itself in the early rounds.
That's
It was a good left by Diaz, yes. Definitely back Manny off.
Folks haven't noticed, Manny comes across with a top left hand right over the top, and then some uppercuts.
Wow.
Manny looking like Ali, isn't he?
Hit out of gloves.
And Pacquiao.
Is Diaz cut on the ear or above the ear?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was.
Right ear.
Blood in his
right
hair.
Side?
He's got blood in his hair.
Yeah, it's high. It's the area.
A lot of speed to contend with here. Diaz having trouble with Manny's speed. And Manny doing what Freddie Roach wanted him to do.
Right.
Oh, uppercut, Alsar. Left hand.
Up.
Oh, good Diaz on a counter punch. But what's streaming down from the scalp line of Diaz.
I'll tell you what, Manny's fighting like the bigger man right now.
Very well.
Big enough, Manny is showing Diaz right now, yeah, I am big enough.
You're absolutely.
I'm faster than you are.
If he starts to work the opposite thing on Diaz, this fight is over in a hurry.
Diaz on the inside. Final 10 seconds of round number 2.
By round 2, Diaz's face was already cut open and bleeding. He had 7 rounds left to survive.
Well, the champion probably finds himself in a hole after the first couple of rounds here. Pacquiao, superior speed and landing, but Diaz was never going to outstyle him anyway.
Yeah, but you know, the damage is being done earlier than I thought in 2 places that I can see.
He's slicing him up.
And we're seeing the improved Manny Pacquiao. We're seeing that right hook. He's leading with it. A lot more in the way of head and upper body movement from Manny Pacquiao. Not as easy to hit as he once was.
He keeps a very torrid pace in the ring, and that's why people love him. That left hand hurt, guys.
You know what Diaz is doing now? He's standing right in front of Manny. He's not coming forward, but Manny's not allowing him because of the footwork.
That's correct. I mean, Diaz is on top of his guy, smother him, overwhelm him, just would actually do that because he's getting hit with everything.
Diaz wants to force the other guy back on his heels, but it's
This is me so far in the first 7 minutes here is how comfortable Manny is at the weight.
he looks very good. So relaxed in there right
He's
now.
just unbelievable.
But you know what? Diaz is unable to impose himself physically on Manny, so what does he have to be stressed out about?
I agree. So far, anyway. Yeah. And we saw that against Santa Cruz.
Yeah, Santa Cruz, the younger, bigger, stronger fighter, wasn't just outworking it, now playing him for 9 rounds.
Absolutely. Is he cut under the eye now?
I think he's cut him.
He may be coming from the bridge of the nose.
Well, the hand speed is what's ripping him up. That's what's just Manny's hand speed is so impressive. But Manny's doing a great job.
Breaking him.
And a lot of fighters find it hard to jab against a southpaw. And one of the questions coming in here is, you know, how many notable southpaws did Manny Pacquiao face? Well, really nobody, but he's doing a good job against Diaz.
He's got a long way to go in this fight with that face turning redder and redder.
Doug, I just want to add something to the right-handed fighters see. You know, it's a rarity to them too.
Yeah, they have trouble with that. Diaz, however, will not one of those southpaw cuties.
Another lightning fast round. Diaz trying to come on in the end there.
Diaz kept marching forward anyway. Whatever else could be said about him, he was not a man who knew how to quit.
Round 4. The champion Diaz with the white gloves. The challenger Pacquiao with the... Pacquiao tried to make Philippine history. Filipino to ever win a lightweight world title.
Let's remember a couple of things. We've already mentioned that Diaz has a tendency, and he's bleeding badly now. As the fight goes on. The other thing is Manny faded somewhat against Marquez late in the fight.
2 very good points, but he just... That nose is getting...
That was a better point.
Yeah, that was he just...
That was a big straight left from Manny Pacquiao landed to David.
Now David's stepping up the intensity. Now they're going to take a look at the eye now. The building won't be left standing if they stop.
No, but if they stop it, it'll be a T.
And it's amazing. Well, we saw how swollen his eye got in it. Oh my goodness, he's just
right hand.
Might be wobbled a little bit by that big left hand. Took a step back. He's got to let his hands go. Can't just cover up in there.
It is a dominating performance. Manny Pacquiao, the full package, folks. Up to this point in the fight, if you want to see what it takes to have
the world pound for pound right now.
You know what? He left it open for Manny, and I got to say, Manny has really done his part to step through the door.
And the great thing about Pacquiao, he's got all the talent and skill in the world.
Absolutely.
He's exciting to watch, which you couldn't say about Mayweather all the time.
Oh, that left. That almost sounded like the jaw crack from over here, guys.
It's countered so bad.
Yeah. His only chance, Doug, I think, it lies in his tenacity. Just to make the fight so grueling for Manny.
Yeah. Do just what he's doing now.
Right.
get in, rush him, and work.
Gamed, you know, I'm not outgamed, outskilled, outspeeded in that fight as well. His tenacity kept.
Round 4, and the pattern was already set. Pacquiao dictating everything. Diaz absorbing everything.
Round 5, as David Diaz's face up like that, folks, is speed and leather. He had Bradley bruise. Of course, we saw the bruising that he suffered against Morales when he fought with one eye. But his hope right now, as Wally said, is just tenacity.
You know, say this, and I don't in any way mean to fight.
Yep.
Joe Walcott.
Yep.
You know, sometimes the guy that just will not quit is the guy who wins.
Oh, he just caught a right
It
hit.
was The Rock. I mean, his nose was split in half against
Absolutely
Charles.
right. Yeah.
I don't know if that would be the case with David Diaz.
Does that mean we've gotten more?
Squeamish. We're not civilized.
They're not fighting 15 rounds. Round 5. That was not as, that was. That one was.
And that was a little premature celebration.
Yeah, but the last 3 punches were hard punches.
Wow.
You know, this all out. I mean, the way he's punching, he
David
can keep this
Diaz.
pace up for 12 rounds.
Because he's fighting at his own pace. You know what? Diaz is not making him do anything.
Crazy in there. Much more poise.
I really don't, because they're going to have to take a look at it. He's just getting chopped to pieces. I mean, I know it's almost silly to...
I don't think Ali ever hit.
From Manila.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
Look at the
see,
blood.
you know. This is target practice, right?
Draculich is looking in, the referee, to see what the damage is being done to David
He should.
Diaz's eye.
In the 9th or
Yeah.
10th round, not in the 5th round.
No, he's on the accelerated program right now. You know he'll never.
Halfway through the fight, and every judge had Pacquiao winning every single round.
They weren't quite finished with the patchwork going by Manny Pacquiao against the world champion David Tago.
I would say Pacquiao is against David Diaz.
But they have no chance of stopping that cut.
Freddie
No
Roach
chance.
told me at his camp a couple of weeks ago that it was very close to Manny going, and they came, and he was in New York, and he made his way west through Vegas and wound up at the Wild Card Gym. They went in, Freddie worked with the pads, and they said, Freddie, round 6.
And there's that cut again
No, it's just deep.
in his face and not into his eyes.
Stop.
No.
He doesn't sound deterred at all in between rounds.
One thing I don't think they did expect, though, is that they're not really slowing this guy down. They're not
No.
firing him.
They're not putting in the work to really come up. And Diaz is just not able to mount a sustained attack
I think
because of punches like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can't. He just cannot get past that. Things for a reason, and they don't do things for a reason. If David Diaz is not, and the reason is Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao did not walk in on him without severely being punished for it.
Absolutely.
So we're seeing David Diaz around on his toes on the outside and not really fight.
He actually landed a pretty good right hand there, but I don't think it had the kind of effect he expected it to have.
He's going to have to follow up on punches like that, and Manny's not letting him do it.
He can't, Manny's keeping him too busy playing defense.
A beautiful swing to do. Manny keeps him at bay with his fist. They're going to take...
Like I am, but I wasn't old enough to see Henry Armstrong, but I...
Strong, a frenetic fighter, boundless energy, he could box a little bit.
By round 6, this had stopped being a competitive fight. It had become a question of how much longer Diaz could take it.
Round 7, the domination tonight by Manny Pacquiao. We'll see if the... And I heard it said it's not the punches, it's...
But you have to admire his...
It also was that just between fighting a guy that's a bigger guy like this.
I think it would be a mistake for Manny to try to blow out a guy like David Diaz. If he would have had more of a chance to mount some kind of a counter.
Absolutely senseless way for Manny to fight because you're giving him the fight.
Yeah, he could run into a punch.
Pretty good body shot here from Diaz. And Manny...
Diaz never stops trying.
No, he doesn't.
He'll land a single shot, and it's a solid shot. He just can't follow.
So far, anyway.
In the 7th round, and do remember, he slowed down a little bit.
And he was bound to slow down a little bit. I mean, he's really set a hell of a pace in this fight. See, the thing is, Diaz is
He's
having trouble
taking
with
his
his
foot off the
vision.
gas pedal.
Right.
still fight.
I think so too.
That was Diaz's best round, and he's
Round 7, and Diaz was still standing, still coming forward, still absorbing punishment most fighters would have gone down from already.
Under. If first 7 rounds, Diaz cannot win this.
The old knockout.
That's I'm saying on the card, yes, the knockout.
I agree with you.
Oh, now there's blood coming from the left nostril.
Manny is up with single power shots in this round.
Have to soften up a little bit. I didn't see it in round 7.
Diaz might be sensing that Manny put up a little bit, and maybe Manny is stifling
Good
that.
landed.
You're right.
Diaz
Manny may have realized
a
that.
little bit.
Now let's nip this in the bud
Yeah,
before this
nipping
guy.
in the bud. Yeah, curb your enthusiasm, Diaz. I'm still the man.
He may not be softened up, but he's certainly mushy in the protective mode now. Yeah, he's getting
He doesn't do
pounded.
much of that, man.
Yeah, he don't want to be there.
He doesn't do much. It's having an effect.
Vision's a problem for David.
Yeah, the blood is now dripping into the eye.
Yeah.
Both eyes.
Yeah, but you know, when you rip, I think you have to take the history of the fight.
Absolutely. That's
You got to know who's in there with you.
Really close at the face of David Diaz.
Guys, he's in a survival mode right now. That's all it is.
Yeah.
He does not want to go down. But he might.
He needs to do something. He's got, I mean, because Manny and Boulder, and Possum, he's doing a great job, but he's not.
Yeah, I don't think that's part of his arsenal. I really don't. I don't think there's any kind of guile or artifice in the way this guy is.
No, he's an honest man. He's an honest fighter. Words, he's doing what he has to do. Right, knocked out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, he could. He would have said good night, but it missed over the top of Diaz.
By round 8, blood had soaked through both men's trunks. 1 round remained before it ended for good.
Pouring that stuff in.
9 temporarily, but it'll be bloodied up here pretty soon. Manny coming out with bad intentions in round 9. He just does not want to give Diaz any breathing room, nor should he.
Alan, they have as much chance of stopping that card as I do of holding back Niagara Falls.
Yeah, Diaz mounting a little desperation. He's like, okay.
Manny won't even give him, his one little moment there.
No. And it wasn't.
Weren't they both in white trunks?
Yeah, they're crimson now. We're in round 9. The champion is the bloodiest one in there.
That's not coming out in the dry cleaning, I fear.
No. Could be done.
Same color.
Same color.
Ooh, good left by.
Duck went in, and now he's got a little pump.
Whoa,
oh, good left hand from Pacquiao. That staggered Diaz, who comes forward now. Oh, left hand.
We've referred to the Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao is a full level above Santa Cruz. Pacquiao is a truly elite fighter. And he had dynamicism to his punch, power and technique that Santa Cruz.
No, Diaz is never going to be that kind of fighter. But I mean, the thing is, we wondered whether Manny would be able to rise to the level, but he seems to be one of those.
Down it goes with the left hand.
Fight is over.
Fight's over. Thank you.
Big left hand. It came from not too far away.
About 6 inches.
And you just hope Diaz isn't seriously hurt.
That's what I was just getting to, guys.
Pacquiao threw 788 punches that night. Diaz threw 463. 180 of Pacquiao's power shots landed clean. But the full story of this fight isn't just about what happened in the ring. Days earlier, a typhoon had torn through the Philippines. Over 1 million people displaced. More than 1,000 feared dead. Before the fight, Pacquiao said this: "It is so important for me to win because I have dedicated this fight to my countrymen, and it will make them happy if I win. After the fight, I will get back there and I will do something to help them." This win made Pacquiao champion in a 5th weight division. It wouldn't be his last, but few of his fights carried this much weight before the first bell even rang.